engagement apps and explain the features that are common to all the individual Dynamics 365 customer engagement apps. So let's dive into customer engagement. While each application provides a specific solution, they share common elements that are the same regardless of which application you're using. This module focuses on the common elements that are used across all the Dynamics 365 customer engagement applications. So now let's look at the different customer engagement apps. Microsoft Dynamics 365 Sales allows you to go beyond Salesforce automation to better understand customer needs, engage more effectively, and win more deals. Microsoft Dynamics 365 Customer Service provides built-in intelligence to deliver faster, more personalized service and adds value to every interaction. Microsoft Dynamics 365 Field Service offers built-in intelligence to help you resolve service issues before they occur, reduce operational costs, and deliver positive on-site experiences. Microsoft Dynamics 365 Project Operations enables you to build trusted customer relationships and deliver outstanding project experiences by delivering profitable projects on time and within budget, while increasing employee productivity. Microsoft Dynamics 365 Customer Insights is comprised of Dynamics 365 Custom Insights Journeys, formerly Dynamics 365 Marketing, and Dynamics 365 Customer Insights Data, formerly Dynamics 365 Customer Insights. Find and nurture more sales-ready leads by moving beyond basic email marketing. Connect sales and marketing, automate processes, and make smarter decisions to maximize your marketing return on investment. The Power Platform is important to Dynamics 365 customer engagement apps for many different reasons. First, all Dynamics 365 customer engagement apps are model-driven applications that are built using Power Apps. They're based on a data model store within Microsoft Dataverse. We'll talk more about Dataverse later. Components such as forms, views, charts, and dashboards are used to present data to end users. Model-driven applications are not the only component of the Power Platform leveraged by Dynamics 365 customer engagement apps. Others include Power BI. The business analytics capabilities provided by Power BI are often leveraged to connect to Dynamics 365 applications and provide important insight into an organization. These visualizations can then be leveraged inside of Dynamics 365 apps, such as Dynamics 365 Sales or Customer Service. Power Automate. Items called business process flows are the primary component in Dynamics 365 customer engagement apps. They help provide a guide for people to get work done. For example, Dynamics 365 Sales includes a business process flow that helps guide sellers, beginning with a lead and ending with a closed sale. Power Virtual Agents. Automated bots are becoming a regular part of customer support organizations. They help to answer specific customer questions and deflect cases away for agents to reduce their workload. Organizations use Dynamics 365 Customer Service to provide support across multiple channels and can easily direct incoming conversations to Power Virtual Agent bots first. The bot can then escalate to a live customer service agent working in Dynamics 365 Customer Service as needed. Power Pages. Many organizations provide customers with self-support options where they access a portal and find answers to questions, engage with support, or even open new support tickets. Power Pages makes it easy for organizations to create externally facing sites that connect to Dataverse and allow customer access. Now let's look at the Microsoft Dataverse. Dataverse includes a base set of standard tables that cover typical business scenarios, such as accounts, contacts, and activities. The advantage of Dataverse is that organizations can also create custom tables specific to their needs and populate them with data. Leveraging Dataverse provides these benefits. Ease of management. Both the metadata and data are stored in the cloud. You don't need to worry about the details of how they're stored. It's easy to secure. Data is securely stored, so users can only access what they need. Role-based security allows you to control access to your tables for different users within the organization. It offers rich metadata. Data types and relationships are used directly within Power Apps. It provides logic and validation. Define calculated columns, business rules, workflows, and business process flows to ensure data quality and drive business processes. It also contains productivity tools. Tables are available within the add-ins for Microsoft Excel to increase productivity and ensure data accessibility. There are many ways that a user can access Dynamics 365 applications depending on their needs and the type of device that they're working on. Some applications, such as Dynamics 365 Sales, have dedicated apps that can be downloaded and installed on your mobile devices to provide users with targeted functionality based on that application. When organizations want to provide access to Dynamics 365 data to their customers, Power Pages makes it easy for customers and vendors to access Dynamics 365 data. One common example of accessing data is through a customer service portal. Customers can easily access data, such as open cases, and perform self-service options, such as working with knowledge articles. The easiest way to access the applications is through a web browser on the device of their choice. Users can access business applications such as Dynamics 365 customer engagement apps from the Apps area of the Office 365 portal. Once in the Apps area, selecting the Business Apps tab provides quick and easy access to all of your business applications from a centralized location. These include any Dynamics 365 customer engagement apps you have access to. Each application is displayed in the form of a tile with a description to guide users to access the application. A search control at the top of the screen allows you to quickly search for the application you want to open. Selecting the application will open it. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is changing how companies do business. Not only can it provide organizations with important insights, but it also helps streamline how individuals do their work. Microsoft's Copilot uses AI to allow individuals to communicate their needs using natural language and provides them with relevant assistance based on the details they provide. Copilot can be used throughout Dynamics 365 customer engagement applications. Copilot can help users easily retrieve information about their customers, as well as streamline things such as data entry and task completion. In this session, we looked at different use cases for Dynamics 365 CRM applications. We looked at Power Platform and how it relates to Dynamics 365 customer engagement apps. We looked at Microsoft Dataverse and how it's used. We looked at the individual Dynamics 365 CRM apps, and we had a brief look at Copilot for Dynamics 365 apps. We also reviewed the different options for accessing the apps. Let's get started with the learning objective. Describe shared activities and integration options in Dynamics 365 customer engagement apps. In this session, we will examine the process for working with customers and activities. We'll look at the searching and filtering capabilities and some of the different reporting capabilities. Finally, we'll describe the features of Excel, Teams, and Outlook integration for Dynamics 365. So let's look at how we define types of customers. Customers can be another business, which would make them a B2B customer, or consumers, which would make them a B2C customer. Alternatively, they could be either, which would make them hybrid. So let's see how Dynamics 365 applications uses two primary records to support the customer functionality, account and contact. For example, if Microsoft were an account within the Microsoft Dynamics 365 system, then the contacts might include Bill Gates. Each contact record in Dynamics 365 includes the parent customer field that lets you link a contact to a specific account record. While an account might have multiple contacts, it will likely have a primary contact. The primary contact represents a key person at the organization that you mainly deal with, for billing and sales and so on. Many accounts will be standalone, but sometimes an account can be considered as the parent account to another one. This might occur when one account is a division or subsidiary of a parent company. Activities in Dynamics 365 help us keep track of customer communications. For example, as you work with customers, you might take notes, send emails, make phone calls, set up appointments, or assign yourself tasks as you resolve a service case. By entering these activities in Dynamics 365, you'll have a historic record of your communications with customers. Activities are usually associated with contacts and accounts, but they can also be associated with other record types. In sales scenarios, activities might be sales leads, opportunities, or quotes. In service scenarios, they might be cases, work orders, or projects. As your organization's relationship with the customer builds over time, you and other people on your team can look through the record timeline to see the history of interactions. There are always going to be scenarios where you'll need to find out specific information, so let's explore how to search and filter data. There are multiple ways to find data, depending on where you are and what you're looking for. In this slide, you can see that the filter control under City is being used to filter on accounts located in Redmond. You can filter by multiple columns at once and quickly remove filters by selecting the filter icon on the column. The box in the top right corner of your current view is often referred to as Quick Find and is available on any Dynamics 365 view. You provide the first several letters of the item you're looking for, and the results will be returned directly in the view. For example, if you were looking at a list of active account records and entered the word adventure in the search field, you would see all the records that begin with adventure. There's also a search box on the bar at the top of the app page, above the Quick Find box. This type of search is often referred to as a categorized search. The primary difference between a categorized search and a quick find is that instead of only looking for one type of record, it searches across multiple tables that have been defined by the organization. In this instance, if you enter adventure, you're not only presented with all the accounts that begin with adventure, but you'll also see a list of any contacts who are associated with an account that begins with adventure. Sometimes you won't be able to find what you're looking for by using the standard filtering and searching options. For instance, while working in Dynamics 365 Sales, you may need to locate all the accounts with open opportunities. You won't be able to do that with standard filtering because you need to filter based on multiple entities. In these instances, you can use the Advanced Filter option. This allows you to create detailed filters that span multiple entities. The Advanced Filter icon is located to the left of the Quick Find search box. Dynamics 365 provides multiple reporting options available out of the box to provide users with some basic reporting on their data. All the reporting options in Dynamics 365 CRM apps are configurable and enforce established security roles for data access. So let's look at views. When you create views, you create analytics based on the data that's important to you. When you view records, you can apply filters to drill down into the detail that's important to you. Charts are quick and actionable visualizations of your data. The charts are interactive, so you can continue to drill down into relevant data. You can also place charts on dashboards and view them in line with the data they're displaying. You can access charts, visualizing data, by clicking on the Show Chart button in the top left corner of your current view. Dashboards are a collection of views, charts, iframes, and web resources. The advantage of dashboards is that you can easily obtain a high-level overview of data all in one diagram. Based on the first-party application that you're using, there are different dashboard options available. There are times when the out-of-the-box reporting tools available in the Dynamics 365 customer engagement apps may not meet the needs of an organization. In those instances, you can build Power BI reports from the Dynamics 365 data. Power BI is a collection of software services, apps, and connectors that work together to turn unrelated sources of data into coherent, visually immersive, and interactive insights. After they've been created, Power BI dashboards can be embedded in Dynamics 365 applications. This makes it easy for users to not only leverage the capabilities provided by the out-of-the-box reports as needed, but also allows access to more advanced reporting through embedded Power BI reports. Now let's explore Excel integration. Like Word document templates, Excel templates empower Dynamics 365 users to create up-to-date reports without needing knowledge of formulas, charts, or pivot tables. Templates can be opened in Excel online or downloaded for use locally. Templates allow users who would normally be unable to create these reports to use pre-made Excel documents with current data. This also empowers Excel users to create reports with current data instead of maintaining their own data outside the system. Microsoft Teams is fully integrated into Dynamics 365, and extra capabilities are added to bring Dynamics 365 data into Teams. This helps you to connect and collaborate in the flow of work with anyone, anywhere, using Dynamics 365 and Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams meeting integration allows you to stay in the flow of work, whether you're in Dynamics 365 or Teams. In Dynamics 365, you can create and join Teams meetings directly. Moving to Microsoft Teams, you can add a Dynamics 365 record or view as tabs into a Teams channel. For example, you can add a tab for an account named Fourth Coffee. When you select the tab, the record's detail is displayed in its form. Similarly, you can add the view My Open Opportunities as a tab. When you select the tab, you see all your open opportunities. You can co-author documents using Microsoft 365 and automatically sync with Dynamics 365 records that are linked to a Teams channel. Files uploaded to a Teams channel are associated with the Dynamics 365 record. Similarly, the files uploaded to the linked Dynamics 365 record are visible in the Teams channel. You can use the Dynamics 365 app to set up and view your personal dashboard in Teams. Finally, with Microsoft Teams meeting integration, you can view and update Dynamics 365 records or capture notes and tasks seamlessly in a Teams meeting. Your notes and tasks automatically sync to Dynamics 365. You can use the Dynamics 365 app for Outlook to view information about Dynamics 365 contacts and leads straight from Outlook. You can also link email messages, meetings, and appointments to a Dynamics 365 record with a single click. You can open Dynamics 365 records directly to find or enter more detailed information. You can add a phone call, task, or appointment activity to Dynamics 365. You can create a new Dynamics 365 record for any entity. And finally, you can add email templates, knowledge articles, and sales literature when you create an email message or set up a meeting. Now let's go through a quick demo of working with Dynamics 365 customer engagement apps. You can access the Dynamics 365 applications available to you through a number of different ways. You can sign into your Microsoft 365 portal, where you'll see the apps that are available to you in the Apps section. You can also access your Dynamics 365 apps through the Power Apps portal, where again you will see a list of the apps that are available to you once you sign in. Now let's take a look at some of the navigational features of the Dynamics 365 customer engagement apps. Depending on where you are within an app, there will be different areas that you can work in based on what you're trying to do. For example, the Sales Hub app contains options relating to sales activities, but also administrative settings that you can work with. You can move between different areas of the app by moving to the very bottom of your navigation pane on the left, where you can click to see a list of areas that you can work in. Here we can switch into App Settings by clicking on it, and you will see the options in the navigation pane change to those relevant to the new area. If we switch back to the Sales area, you will see the list of options relevant to sales activities return. If you want to switch to a different app, you can click on the app name in the upper left-hand part of the screen next to Dynamics 365. This will open the app selector and you can choose which app you'd like to access. If we switch from the Sales Hub to the Customer Services Hub, again you will see a list of different options available in the navigation pane that are relevant to customer services activities. This concludes this quick demo of working with Dynamics 365 customer engagement apps. Now we're going to work through a demo of managing customers and activities. We're working in Dynamics 365 Sales Hub, where we're going to create a new primary account record. We go to the Account section and click on New to create a new account. And we enter the account details in the account record. We enter a customer name and a telephone number. And we enter their address details. This is the head office of our customer, and they're located in Seattle. Now we've created that customer record, we're going to save and close it. Now we're going to create a second account record, which will be linked to the primary record. Sometimes you may need to create multiple records for the same account, which are all linked via a parent account. This would occur in situations where you have different branches or regional offices for the same account, which need to be recorded as separate customers, but are all linked together by one overarching parent account. So we set up a new account record. It's Contoso again, but this time it's Contoso North America. We give it a phone number. And an address. This time you can see they're based in Chicago because they're a branch office of Contoso. And what we're going to do is link Contoso North America to Contoso Corporate via the parent account field. So let's Find Contoso Corporate. There we have created a link between the two accounts. Now we're going to create a contact within our new account. You would normally have multiple contacts defined under each account, a contact record for all of the people you know and interact with for this customer. Our contact is the CEO, Jackson Anderson. You can define a primary contact for each of your customers, and in this case, it's Jackson. There, we've defined Jackson as our primary contact for the Contoso North America account. Now we're going to look at activities. You can see here the timeline section, and you can use the timeline section to quickly create various activities that you will use to interact with the account. In this particular case, we're going to create a meeting activity with our new contact, Jackson. You can define in the activity when the meeting is going to take place and for how long it will be. So we'd like to spend 1 hour with Jackson, and so we've entered those details into the quick create. And as you can see on our timeline, the meeting with Jackson now appears. You can click on it to see more details. When you've completed the activity on your timeline, you can mark it as complete. That concludes the demo on managing customers and activities. In this module, we introduced the Dynamics 365 customer engagement apps and discussed common features. We explored Microsoft Dataverse and how it's used. We examined how to work with customers and manage your activities. We described the different reporting options in Dynamics 365, and we reviewed the options for integrating other Microsoft products with Dynamics 365 customer engagement applications. Hi, my name is Jane Pitt, and I am a Microsoft technical trainer. I've worked in technology for over 25 years, starting from desktop support and working my way through infrastructure engineering to architecting cloud solutions. I now work in Microsoft's Learning division, helping people learn about Microsoft products and solutions. Let's get started with the session, Learn the Fundamentals of Microsoft Dynamics 365 Customer Insights. In this learning objective, we'll explore Dynamics 365 Customer Insights journeys and look at Dynamics 365 Customer Insights data and Dynamics 365 Customer Voice. This learning objective introduces learners to Dynamics 365 Customer Insights journeys. The marketing automation capabilities available in Customer Insights journeys provides organizations with a solid foundation to design automated customer journeys that help guide and nurture prospects and begin converting them to revenue. Dynamics 365 Customer Insights Journeys empowers marketers with a wide array of tools that help take control of and manage your organization's entire customer marketing strategy. Lead generation and scoring tools help you effectively identify and target potential customers and help you turn them into business relationships. Easy-to-use drag-and-drop tools help you quickly create dynamic marketing content and create automated customer journeys. This learning objective describes the key marketing capabilities that are available in Customer Insights Journeys and explains how this functionality helps businesses make better decisions quickly by bringing together a complete end-to-end solution. Let's look at how we get started with Customer Insights Journeys. Firstly, we will examine outbound marketing. Outbound marketing thrives in business-to-business marketing automation. You can send emails and newsletters, create forms and landing pages to capture leads that you score, grade, and then hand off to sales. It also has a great feature for managing in-person events and webinars that includes seamless integration with Microsoft Teams. Out-of-the-box outbound marketing provides email and social channel capabilities, but you can also build your own custom channels. Outbound marketing is a great way to connect your marketing and sales processes. With outbound marketing, you can turn prospects into leads. You can capture leads, qualify the hottest leads with automated lead scoring, and manage your leads through a custom business process. You can leverage the power of social media. You can post messages to Facebook, Instagram, and X. You can also capture leads from LinkedIn. You can get customer feedback with customer voice surveys. You can create online surveys and build customer journeys based on responses. This feature is bundled with the marketing app, but is also available separately as an add-on for other Dynamics 365 products. Outbound marketing also includes advanced in-person and webinar event planning features. Manage all of your event needs in one place. Microsoft 365 Customer Insight Journeys Events Planning feature allows seamless contact, registration, and attendance management in one system. Meet your audience where they are. Host webinars on Microsoft Teams or on other webinar providers, and continue the conversation with webinar participants. You can stay in touch with participants after you host a webinar. You can send personalized registration materials, surveys, and more to drive awareness and engagement. All these features are fully integrated and work together to create a comprehensive marketing solution. Now let's look at real-time marketing. Real-time marketing is often referred to as customer journey orchestration. Real-time marketing allows you to trigger customer journeys in real time based on the signals and rich profile data you collect. You pick the right channel for each individual and connect in the moments that matter. For example, you could have a customer journey that's triggered when someone connects to the Wi-Fi at your coffee shop or when someone visits your company's website. Some of the key benefits of real-time marketing include the ability to engage customers in real time with trigger-based customer journeys using email, text messages, or push notification channels. Organizations can trigger customer journeys in real time, pick the right channel for each individual, and react to customer-led actions in the moments that matter. Organizations can win customers and earn loyalty faster by working across all touch points. Real-time customer journeys are truly an end-to-end experience. You can personalize customer experiences with AI. Turn insights into relevant action with AI-driven recommendations for content, channels, and analytics. Customer Insights segment and profile integration allows organizations to seamlessly leverage the deep customer understanding. Now let's describe how to get started with Dynamics 365 Customer Insights Journeys. The key items that you'll be working with are broken down into the following groups: customers, marketing execution, lead management, internet marketing, and marketing content. So now let's look in more detail at those items, starting with customers. Customers represent the individuals you'll be targeting as part of your marketing efforts. Dynamics 365 Customer Insights Journeys provides multiple options for managing customers, including contacts, which represent individuals that Dynamics 365 Customer Insights Journeys content and activities are targeted to. Segments, which group related contacts together so you can target them with customer journeys. And subscription lists, which store details related to contacts who've opted out of marketing emails. So now let's look at marketing execution. The marketing execution section is where you'll define and manage the key components that drive your marketing effort. It includes the following items: marketing emails, which represent email content sent to contacts. Items like images, videos, and other components can be stored in Dynamics 365 Customer Insights Journeys, so you can use and reuse them in marketing email content. Social posts, which allow you to author and schedule social media content that can be posted to popular platforms such as Facebook, X, and LinkedIn. And finally, customer journeys, which is a graphical interface that helps you visualize, create, and automate the journey customers take on their way to making a purchase. Now let's take a look at the lead management section, which comprises two items: leads and scoring models. Leads represent an expression of interest by a contact based on their interactions with your marketing efforts. When a lead has expressed a specified amount of interest, they are considered sales ready to be handled by Dynamics 365 Sales. Scoring models are used to calculate a lead score or level of interest based on scoreable interactions, such as opening an email, submitting a landing page, visiting your website, or attending an event. Scoring models help to define when a lead is considered sales ready. Marketing to customers over the internet is a great way to better understand your target customer base and what they're interested in. Dynamics 365 Customer Insights Journeys includes several components that can be leveraged as part of an internet marketing strategy, including marketing pages. This is a web page that includes a form where people can register for an offer, update their contact information, manage mailing list subscriptions, and more. Marketing forms, which are forms that define a set of input fields that are used to collect information. For example, you might add a lead capture form to a web page where someone can request more information. Marketing websites, which represent websites you are tracking and interactions with marketing pages. When marketing pages are created, a marketing website is also defined. Redirect URLs, which are links that redirect through your Dynamics 365 Customer Insights Journeys server on their way to another piece of content that the person who clicked the link is actually looking for. The marketing content section is used to create a content library related to assets being used in your marketing efforts. These can be items such as images or videos that are used in marketing emails or pages. The marketing content sections include files, and these represent images that can be included in marketing content sent to customers. Uploading images to Dynamics 365 Customer Insights Journeys ensures they can be accessed and displayed correctly when included in emails and marketing pages. Keywords. Keywords make it easier to find your images when you want to use them in content. As images are uploaded, you can apply keywords to them. Content blocks. These are blocks of common content that can be reused in multiple emails, forms, and/or pages. And videos. These represent videos that can be included in marketing content sent to customers. A typical marketing campaign is focused on your organization's product or services. The goal is to target customers who would benefit the most from or have the greatest interest in what you're marketing. For that reason, one of the first and most important decisions to make when designing marketing pieces is to choose the correct audience. When you understand who your audience is, you can tailor your messaging and marketing approach to best appeal to that group of people. There are two common terms that you'll hear referenced in Dynamics 365 Customer Insights journeys when it comes to targeting customers. Marketing segment, which establishes groups of related contacts where you'll target your marketing initiatives. Marketing segments are used to target customer journeys, which we'll discuss later. Both marketing segments and customer journeys are features that are only available with Dynamics 365 Customer Insights journeys. Marketing lists, which can be used to target contacts, leads, or accounts. Marketing lists are significantly more limited in function than marketing segments. Marketing list members can either be dynamically or statically assigned. Marketing lists are included with Dynamics 365 Sales and provide customers that do not have Microsoft 365 Customer Insights journeys with some basic marketing features. One of these is through the Quick Campaign feature, which is also included in Dynamics 365 Sales. A quick campaign lets you generate a single activity, such as an email message to a marketing list. This is handy when you need to target multiple customers but don't need a full-featured marketing campaign. While marketing lists and quick campaigns are not the focus of this module, it's important to understand what they are, as they do appear in the application and are often confused with marketing segments. As mentioned previously, marketing segments establish groups of related contacts to target marketing initiatives towards. Marketing segments are created using the segmentation designer. While marketing segments only target contact records, the segment designer lets you query contacts across multiple related entities, including contacts, leads, accounts, events, marketing lists, and more. For example, you could create a segment that only includes contacts from accounts that are in the manufacturing industry. You might also create a segment for contacts that participated in a specific event. Segments also enable you to query the Marketing Insights service to find contacts that have shown engagement with your initiatives, or contacts that you might be failing to reach due to issues such as email bounces. When building segments, it's about accessing the customer data that you have available. Dynamics 365 Customer Insights Journeys gives you the ability to target customer data on behavioral and profile data. Now let's look at email marketing. The Marketing Emails feature of Dynamics 365 Customer Insights Journeys application allows you to send large volumes of marketing emails, monitor how recipients interact with them, and analyze the data coming from that interaction. The Email Designer provides a visual design interface that lets you customize your emails in different ways. You can add, configure, and arrange various text and graphical elements your email requires. You can style the overall message with basic fonts, colors, and backgrounds. You can add dynamic content, such as a contact's first or last name, to the body of the email. You can also add links to external web pages, Dynamics 365 Customer Insights Journeys pages, event registration pages, surveys, and more. Let's describe the path that customers take whilst interacting with your organization's marketing process as the customer journey. With customer journeys, you can attract the right prospects by creating campaigns that target specific customer segments across multiple channels, including email marketing, web landing pages, events, telemarketing, SMS integration, LinkedIn integration, and other custom channels. You can create customer reusable campaign assets quickly. Automation features such as configurable templates, reusable content blocks, and design tools make it easy to create a vast library of marketing content that can be leveraged across different customer journeys. Tools like Power Automate can help streamline content approvals and integrate with third-party content management systems. You can personalize customer journeys. By leveraging buyer preferences and their past interactions, you can create personalized customer journeys as well as automatically sync and nurture LinkedIn leads with the Dynamics 365 connector for LinkedIn Lead Gen Forms app. Finally, you can run business unit level marketing. Reusable shared campaign content lets you define which audiences are targeted. To start your customer journey, you need two basic pieces of information. Who are you going to target and with which marketing activities? You can add different elements to the customer journeys along the way. The different tiles that can be used include audience. This specifies the people being targeted by this journey. A customer journey's audience can be any of the following: a segment. And a segment is a collection of contacts grouped according to a common attribute or explicit assignment. A form submitted. So all new or existing contacts who submit the form will be sent along the customer journey. A record updated. Use the record updated tile to monitor all records belonging to a specific table. You can then find the contact associated with any of those records that gets created, deleted, or updated while the journey is running. Or messages. These are the content that your customer journey delivers to contacts as they traverse the pipeline. Branches. These provide different directions that a customer can be guided to on their journey based on how they interact with the different elements. Dynamics 365 Customer Insights Journeys can also create a lead when a customer opts in from either a landing page or an event registration. It will match the lead to a new or existing contact or account. After they're created, Dynamics 365 Customer Insights Journeys helps you to nurture and prioritize those leads. You can run targeted multi-channel campaigns and personalize each customer's journey to generate more sales-ready leads. By personalizing the customer experience, you can predict the customer's intent, get a holistic view of them, and orchestrate a connected, personalized journey. With Dynamics 365 Customer Insights Journeys, custom lead scoring models can be created based on how customers interact with your organization. An automated scoring system enables Dynamics 365 Customer Insights Journeys to calculate a score for each lead based on demographic and firmographic details and actions that are taken by the associated contact, or for account-based leads, contacts who belong to the associated account. Scoreable interactions include opening an email, submitting a landing page, going to your website, or attending an event. You could design segments and customer journeys to react to promising patterns in contacts' behavior, so you can engage them further with targeted messaging and enticing offers that nurture their interest. Now let's look at marketing forms. In most cases, the goal of any marketing campaign or customer journey is to identify potential prospects for whatever you're marketing. For example, Contoso Coffee's goal with their Cafe A100 automatic campaign is to drive customers to sign up for a webinar about the device. To capture registration data, you will likely use some type of form. A form defines a set of input fields arranged into a layout. In Dynamics 365 Customer Insights Journeys, these are referred to as marketing forms. Most organizations using Dynamics 365 Customer Insights Journeys will have a library of these reusable forms they can plug into their different marketing pages as needed. To accommodate various needs, there are different marketing forms that map directly to the page type where you can use that form. Now let's explore the event management capabilities of Dynamics 365 Customer Insights Journeys. Live events and webinars are a vital sales and marketing channel. But events and webinars can be complex to arrange, execute, and follow up on. Dynamics 365 Marketing changes that situation. It creates a single data silo location for event management integrated into sales and marketing business processes. You manage and process all the event details through the same portal location, resulting in an integrated event management process. The event management capabilities allow you to perform critical event management tasks, for example, designing the right event. The event designer lets you create the right event based on your organizational goals and factors such as the intended audience, type of event, and desired business outcomes. Event logistics, such as location details, fees, and other logistical data can be tracked and measured as the event is being built. You can create the correct agenda. You can define every session that will be offered throughout the event. You can track important details, such as where the session is located, type of session, target audience, and who will be delivering it. Sessions can be added to the event tracks to make it easy for attendees to locate the ones that are most important to them. You can manage speakers and sponsors. You can keep track on the individuals and organizations that are helping to make your event happen. Monitor important details such as speaker sessions, individual or organization bios, and the costs and expenses related to them. You can manage registrations. You can manage who is planning on attending your event. Event passes and packages can be created to help to provide the best experience possible to attendees. And through attendance history, you can evaluate the popularity of the sessions and leverage that information to help dictate future offerings. In this learning objective, we examined the marketing tasks available in Dynamics 365 Customer Insights journeys. We described how segments are created and used, and we looked at creating email marketing messages. We examined how to leverage customer journeys in the application and how to generate and qualify leads. We described how to leverage marketing forms, and finally, we examined the event management capabilities available in the platform. This learning objective provides an overview of Dynamics 365 Customer Insights data and introduces Dynamics 365 Customer Voice to jointly help manage and identify prospects and build marketing campaigns. There are multiple products that can work in conjunction with core functionality provided in Dynamics 365 Customer Insights journeys to expand its capabilities and provide more flexibility to organizations based on how they support and service their customers. The most common capabilities are Dynamics 365 Customer Insights Data and Dynamics 365 Customer Voice. Dynamics 365 Customer Insights Data is an intuitive and flexible customer data platform, or CDP, that helps your organization unlock insights, build a deeper understanding of your customers, and power personalized experiences. It unifies all customer data across your organization's various transactional, behavioral, and observational data sources into a single 360-degree view of the customer. Now let's look at how Customer Insights Data works. Customer Insights Data ingests data from all of your different data sources and unifies them into a single customer profile. From within the customer profile, you can track data across different demographics and identify trends based on key data that you want to track. At a high level, the process involves the following steps. You ingest data, and this defines the data sources that your data is coming from. Data can be ingested from a wide range of data sources through built-in connectors that connect to many different data providers. You then create customer profiles. Customer profiles are created through unifying the data that's ingested from your different data sources into a single profile. The unification process consists of 3 steps. The map identifies which entities and fields from your data will be used to identify the customer record, such as a customer number. Match, which specifies how to combine your datasets into a unified profile through a series of rules that call out which fields will be used during the matching process. Merge, which completes the process and reconciles conflicts that might be present. The next step is to define activities, and activities help to consolidate your customer activities across data sources and put them into a timeline view. These activities might represent interactions or purchases. Then you define relationships. Relationships connect your entities and generate a graph of your data. Next, you define measures. Measures represent the analytics that best reflect the performance and health of your business. These measures might represent satisfaction levels, revenue targets, or performance levels. You then enrich the data. Enrichments help you better understand who your customers are by using supplemental data that is provided by Microsoft and external sources to provide more detail, such as brand affinity and loyalties or financial details. You can then build predictions. Prediction models let you use the power of AI to make predictions about your data, such as if a customer might be ready to purchase something or if they're in danger of not renewing a subscription. You can use out-of-the-box prediction models or use your own that you've created by using tools such as Microsoft Azure. You can create segments. With segments, you group your customers based on demographic, transactional, or behavioral customer attributes. And finally, you can activate the data. After you've built your instance, you can use the information in applications such as other Microsoft Dynamics 365 apps, Microsoft Power Apps, LinkedIn Ads, Google Ads, and more. Now let's look at Dynamics 365 Customer Voice. Customer Voice is an enterprise feedback management application you can use to keep track of customer metrics that matter the most to your business. With deep integration from the Dynamics 365 line of business applications and built on Microsoft Forms, Dynamics 365 Customer Voice adds rich insights by feeding real-time survey data into customer records. Customer Voice makes it easy to create surveys and generate actionable insights based on customer feedback with minimal setup time. It helps you to keep a pulse on what customers value and how they view your products and services. And you can rest assured that your data is supported by Microsoft security and compliance policies. Dynamics 365 Customer Voice lets you define projects that contain multiple surveys that share common metrics and settings to simplify survey management. The All Projects tab displays a list of the projects you created and is where you create new projects and manage existing ones. As you create surveys within a project, you want to ensure that you can easily analyze responses and act on them in a way that best suits your organization. Some of the best practices for creating a survey are as follows. You need to define an objective. Having an objective allows you to properly plan for your survey. It also allows you to identify what results you expect from your customers. Knowing how you'll use the responses helps you pick the right questions for your survey. You should keep the survey short. If you create a survey that takes a long time to complete, you might reduce your response rate. You should create a logical flow of questions. Ensure that your survey has a logical flow to keep respondents interested. You should organize the survey and group related questions together. Always preview the survey. After creating your survey, always preview it to check the overall flow of the survey and to catch any mistakes. It helps to mention expectations in the survey invitation. Be sure to mention the estimated time to complete it and give a brief overview. This will help respondents submit their input within the expected time frame. Dynamics 365 Customer Voice includes a variety of questions to help you create your survey. The types of questions available are choice, text, rating, date, ranking, Likert, file upload, and Net Promoter Score. Now we're going to run through a quick demo of setting up a customer journey. The first step is to choose the audience for our journey, and in this case we're going to use a segment. Our journey is going to include a marketing email, so let's add that in. We can pick from some existing email templates. So there we have our audience and the email that's going to go out as part of the journey. In the General tab, we can set up when our journey is going to go live and when it's going to finish. We can also set the time zone that our journey will be executed in. When we've configured all of the aspects of our journey, we're ready to go live. This concludes the demo of setting up a customer journey. In this learning objective, we looked at how to use Dynamics 365 Customer Insights data to create more targeted customer segments that can be brought into Dynamics 365 Customer Insights journeys. And we reviewed how to capture feedback with Dynamics 365 Customer Voice. Hi, my name is Jane Pitt, and I am a Microsoft technical trainer. I've worked in technology for over 25 years, starting from desktop support and working my way through infrastructure engineering to architecting cloud solutions. I now work in Microsoft's Learning division, helping people learn about Microsoft products and solutions. Let's get started with the session, explore the fundamentals of Microsoft Dynamics 365 Sales, including Microsoft Sales Copilot. In this session, we will explore Dynamics 365 Sales and look in detail at the capabilities of Dynamics 365 Sales, along with related apps. This learning objective introduces learners to Dynamics 365 Sales, focusing on managing leads, lead qualification, opportunities, and sales orders as part of the standard sales lifecycle. In this learning objective, we will look at how Dynamics 365 supports the sales process. We will examine how to work with leads and describe opportunity management. We will look at quote, order, and invoice management and describe the sales accelerator. Finally, we will dive into the Dynamics 365 Sales business process flows. First, let's get familiar with some key terminology. There are many commonly used sales terms and components that we will be including in our discussion. Terms like accounts, activities, contacts, and customers. These terms relate to organizations and interactions that we may have with them. There are also many common terms specifically relating to sales transactions, like quote, order, invoice, and sales pipeline. Now let's look at a typical sales life cycle. As you can see in the image, different sales record types correspond to various stages in the sales process. To qualify, a potential lead is identified and qualified. Develop, an opportunity is created and other details such as the products and services they're interested in, estimated revenue and timelines are added to the opportunity. Propose. A quote is added to the opportunity and formally presented to the customer. Close. The customer agrees to the quote and an order is generated. And fulfill. After the order is fulfilled, an invoice is generated to bill the customer. Dynamics 365 Sales assists organizations with managing their sales lifecycle. In most organizations, this begins with leads. Let's examine how Dynamics 365 Sales helps sellers create, manage, and qualify sales leads. To do this, let's look in more detail at leads. A potential customer will often start as a lead and then that lead will go through a process known as qualification to determine whether or not the individual or business in question will become an actual customer. Several pieces of information can be used by sellers during the qualification process. These items include timeline. This displays related lead activities. All activities are displayed in chronological order. These could include phone calls made or received, appointments with the lead, internal posts about the record made by colleagues, or notes that were added. For example, all appointments that the account executive had with the client might be listed. They can open each appointment to gather additional information from that meeting. The assistant. This provides reminders or notifications about items related to the lead. For example, the relationship assistant may offer a reminder about an upcoming appointment related to the lead. Appointment details can be viewed by opening the record directly from the lead. Stakeholders. This identifies individuals who might have a vested interest or be involved in the decision-making process. These are typically contact details that are noted on the record. For example, a stakeholder might be a lawyer the organization uses, a project lead, or board members who could be involved in the decision-making process. Competitors identifies any other vendors that could potentially be competing for a customer's business. And finally, business process flows. These represent guided processes that are used to steer account executives through the entire sales lifecycle. Let's look at a scenario where qualification of a lead is taking place using some of the features we've just discussed. Tom is a seller who meets a potential customer at a trade show. They exchange business cards and Tom enters the lead into the Dynamics 365 sales. This starts the lead to opportunity sales process, which begins in the qualify stage. Tom uses internet searches and social networking websites to gather general information about the lead, such as industry, number of employees, and annual revenue. He enters this into the lead. Optional integration features with applications like LinkedIn Sales Navigator could also assist in the research process. Tom calls the customer to talk about their current situation and potential needs. During this conversation, he may identify information such as project stakeholders, potential competitors, budget information, or the decision-making process. Relevant information in the lead is updated accordingly. A post is added to the lead that asks co-workers if anyone has experience with this customer. Co-workers respond to the post, and this is captured and displayed in the lead's timeline. Tom schedules a face-to-face meeting with key people in the organization. The meeting is successful, so Tom qualifies the lead and the lead record is closed and a new opportunity record is created. The lead to opportunity sales process advances to the develop phase. Lead information is visible at any point by selecting the qualify phase. After an account executive has gone through the process of determining the viability of a potential lead, it can either be qualified or disqualified. A qualified lead indicates that they are a viable potential sale and are ready to move to the next phase in the sales process. When prospects or customers express qualified interest in buying your products or services, they're considered opportunities. An opportunity is a potential sale. Leads become opportunities after they're determined to be viable customers. Unlike lead records, which typically include only basic information, opportunity records provide more specific details like potential revenue, timelines, and information about products or services. Organizations use opportunities to forecast revenue. As opportunities are entered, the future value of their potential sales is estimated to provide a sales pipeline forecast. As opportunities are closed, the actual revenue that's generated is compared with the forecasted revenue. Working on an opportunity might involve several customer interactions, like meetings, phone calls, or tasks. Often the sales team's effectiveness at managing this phase can make the difference between a win and a loss. Opportunities are an important part of the sales process, since the sales team typically spends most of its time and effort on them. Let's examine the lead to opportunity business flow. We can see the combination of features which would allow Tom to identify and qualify his lead and move it to an opportunity. Qualify. Tom used the lead qualification process outlined earlier. Develop. The record automatically advanced to the develop stage when the lead was converted to an opportunity. At this stage, products and pricing information is defined. The opportunity is set to use system-calculated pricing, and the retail price list is defined. A meeting is scheduled with the customer, and the customer asks for a formal proposal on the solution. Tom advances the opportunity to the propose stage, and a formal quote is generated and delivered to the customer. The quote is activated and presented to the customer during the meeting. The customer accepts the quote, and Tom advances the opportunity to the close stage. The final proposal is delivered and signed by the customer. The quote is converted to an order and closed. At this point, the opportunity is also closed. Opportunities can be closed automatically when an associated quote is closed or when an order is created from a quote. We'll examine this in more detail a bit later. The other way to close the opportunity is manually. Now let's look at quotes. Quotes can be created from outside or from within an opportunity. If a quote is created from within an opportunity, it will populate with details from the opportunity, like pricing information and line items. These can also be added or removed manually as needed. When a quote is first created, it has a draft status. Draft quotes can be modified and have products added or removed. When a quote is ready to be presented to a customer, it needs to be activated. An activated quote is read-only. Once a quote is active, it's ready to be presented to the customer. Quotes can be generated as Microsoft Word or PDF documents. Typically, the first version of a quote presented to the customer is not generally the one they end up signing. It's common for a customer to request that items be removed or quantities adjusted. For example, the quote may include 10 security cameras, but the customer decides that they want to start with 5 for now. Now let's move to orders. An order is a commitment from a customer that they will go ahead and buy products or services. An order is the direct result of an accepted quote. The process goes quote, order, then invoice, which is created after the order has been fulfilled. Put simply, an invoice is a request for payment for the goods or services supplied. The most common way for an invoice to be generated in the system is when it's created directly from an order. When the invoice is produced, all the products associated with the order will be automatically added to the invoice. Other products or services can be added or removed from the invoice after it's been created. Just like with orders, once an invoice has been created, line items can be added or removed. Pricing information can also be locked or unlocked, depending on requirements. Once the invoice has been settled by the customer, there are two options for marking it as paid. If the invoice has been paid in full, it would be marked as completed. If it's only partially paid, it can be marked as partial. It can also be cancelled if necessary. Let's look briefly at Sales Accelerator. Sales Accelerator in Dynamics 365 provides sellers with a tailored experience that helps them minimize the time they spend identifying which customer they should reach out to next. It gathers information from multiple sources, presents it in a way that lets sellers focus on how to best approach their customers. Now let's take a quick look at sales business process flows. Out of the box, Dynamics 365 Sales comes with 2 built-in business process flows targeted at sales. Lead to opportunity. This is a sales process consisting of 4 stages: qualify, to develop, to propose, to close, that begins on a lead record and spans through the closing of an opportunity. The opportunity process consists of the same 4 stages as the lead to opportunity process, except it begins when an opportunity is created. In this learning objective, we examined what a typical sales life cycle looks like. We looked at the process for creating, managing, and qualifying potential sales leads. We reviewed the process for creating and managing opportunities and examined the options available for building and delivering quotes using Dynamics 365 Sales. Then we explained how to use orders and invoices. Finally, we looked at Sales Accelerator and reviewed how business process flows are used with Dynamics 365 Sales. This learning objective introduces additional Dynamics 365 applications that can be used with Dynamics 365 Sales to help identify prospects and build long-lasting sales relationships. When managing sales opportunities, there's a wealth of information which may help in creating new customers. That may include information on competitors or more detail on the people you're working with inside your potential customers. There are some additional capabilities within Dynamics 365 Sales to support this. Sales Insights applies AI to help sellers streamline their approach. Sellers can prioritize which items to focus on and so shorten sales cycles. Sales Insights also helps sellers to build relationships with authentic and personal engagement. LinkedIn Sales Navigator unlocks the full sales potential of LinkedIn with a powerful set of search capabilities, visibility into extended networks, and more. Data from LinkedIn can be surfaced on any Dynamics 365 record to help better understand the connection behind the record. Sales forecasts estimate how much your organization is expecting to sell within a specific time frame. Accurate sales forecasting is critical to the success of a business. Not only do forecasts help you identify the potential revenue coming in, but they also help companies drive all parts of their business. For example, CEOs need to foresee demand for every product to undertake strategic business transformations. COOs need to understand the scope of the business to allocate resources effectively. CFOs require visibility into upcoming cash flow to craft financial plans for business growth. With Dynamics 365 Sales Forecasting, organizations are empowered to create and manage bottom-up processes directly. Accurate forecasting helps everyone on the team. It allows sellers to manage their time and sales pipeline more effectively by making it easy to identify which deals they should be focusing on or need to close to meet quotas. Sales leaders can plan sales execution strategies and meet forecasts more confidently with greater flexibility and a clearer view into bottom-up projections. They will also gain a deeper understanding of the opportunities that impact the business. Sales enablement managers benefit from greater flexibility to offer more granular and meaningful guidance that accurately reflects sales execution. Now, let's look more closely at LinkedIn Sales Navigator. This is a tool that salespeople can use to augment the social aspect of their selling. You can add Sales Navigator to a Dynamics 365 sales implementation from an application via AppSource. The application provides several widgets that you can place on different sales-related forms. These widgets offer insight to help sales professionals make better connections with their prospects. LinkedIn Sales Navigator has several tools that you can use to engage potential buyers with personal content and to facilitate introductions with them. It does require another subscription on top of your Dynamics 365 subscription. Each user that will apply LinkedIn Sales Navigator functionality in Dynamics 365 needs to be a user in both applications and needs to authenticate with their LinkedIn profile. Now let's look at Dynamics 365 Sales Insights. Dynamics 365 Sales Insights is a suite of features that continuously analyzes the vast collection of customer interaction data already stored in your Dynamics 365 Sales and Office 365 databases. The assistant combines and analyzes the data at its disposal to generate action cards. These cards help to ensure that you're not missing deadlines. They remind you of appointments and notify you of important information related to customers. Each card includes a message summarizing what the card is about, as well as a set of links for action. Cards are sorted by priority and filtered based on your current context. The auto capture feature looks for messages sent to or from relevant email addresses and presents them inside Dynamics 365 Sales. Staff members can examine the messages surfaced in the application and determine if they're important and should be tracked. When they're tracked, they will be visible to other Dynamics 365 users. Email engagement helps create more effective email messages and shows how your contacts are interacting with them. As emails are opened, replied to, and forwarded on by customers, email engagement tracks those activities and reports back with information. It can also remind sales staff of actions to take based on customers viewing or not viewing emails. Let's take a look at a selection of the premium features of Sales Insights that require Dynamics 365 Sales Insights licensing. The Assistant with Studio. In addition to the base assistant capabilities, you have the ability to create and display custom insight cards using Studio. This helps you to create custom insights cards through Power Automate. After you create the cards, you can configure prioritization and determine who can see the cards. Auto Capture Premium expands on the capabilities of Auto Capture and provides suggestions related to appointments and contacts. Relationship Analytics gathers information from Dynamics 365 Sales for key performance indicators and activity histories and displays it in a graphical representation. Predictive Opportunity and Lead Scoring helps you to focus on revenue generation by providing a score to prioritize efforts on quality leads and opportunities. Notes Analysis monitors notes that you enter regarding a recent meeting or discussion with your customer to provide intelligent suggestions. Talking Points displays topics to start a conversation with your customer, such as sports, holidays, family, and entertainment. And Sales Accelerator. Sales Accelerator in Dynamics 365 provides a tailored experience for sellers by minimizing the time they spend on their search for the next best customer to reach out to. The Sales Accelerator gathers information from multiple sources and allows sellers to focus on how to best approach customers. It helps them to sell smartly by building a strong and prioritized pipeline, offering context and surfacing automated recommendations throughout a sales sequence that helps to speed the process. Now let's take a look at how to use Dynamics 365 Sales on the go with the Dynamics 365 Sales mobile app. This was created to help sellers build better relationships with their customers. It also helps sellers to be more productive. Unlike the Dynamics 365 for phones and tablets app, which allows you to open any customer engagement app, such as Sales Hub or Customer Services Hub on a mobile device, the Microsoft Dynamics 365 Sales app has been optimized to support core field selling scenarios. These help sellers make the best use of their time spent on the road in between customer meetings. The app provides the right data anywhere, anytime, and lets sellers capture and share information quickly. In addition to providing easy access to key selling features such as leads, opportunities, quotes and orders, you'll also benefit from features like the Assistant, Sales Accelerator, Deal Manager and more. With the Dynamics 365 Sales mobile app, sellers can do the following. They can plan their day. Before you start your day, you can see what's in prospect. You'll immediately see reminders about daily activities, customer meetings, or view important insights for the day. You can do post-meeting work. It's important to capture details as quickly as possible. After you're out of a meeting, you can quickly add notes using voice dictation. You can create contacts and update data in relevant records. You can find required information and act accordingly. The layout of the mobile app puts the information you need right in front of you. Easily find a contact you want to reach out to or quickly access recent records you've worked on. You can also easily attend online meetings. Quickly join online meetings, including those on Microsoft Teams. One of the most exciting and innovative features of Dynamics 365 is Microsoft 365 Sales Copilot. Microsoft Sales Copilot is a seller experience application that uses Microsoft 365 and Microsoft Teams to automatically capture, access and register data into any CRM system. It eliminates the need for manual data entry and gives sellers more time to focus on selling. By enriching the dataset with customer engagement data from Microsoft 365 and the power of AI, Microsoft Sales Copilot empowers sellers with intelligence that helps them deeply understand their customers for faster deal closure. Microsoft Sales Copilot is designed to help salespeople boost productivity, lighten workloads, save time, and help them sell more. Sellers often communicate with potential customers by email, and Microsoft Sales Copilot helps you prepare for your engagements. It gathers information from your CRM system and Microsoft Office and enriches it with actionable insights, so you can be more effective right where you spend most of your day. You can have related information from CRM at your fingertips, save activities such as emails and meetings to CRM, and get an overview of recent interactions with your customers. Now we're going to go through a demo of creating and managing an opportunity in Dynamics 365 Sales. Firstly, we're going to create a new sales lead. We're going to enter into the lead the information around who the customer is and what they want. We've been able to find out more information about the lead, which is that the customer wants to make the purchase immediately. The budget is estimated at around $50,000. The purchase has to go to a committee for approval. We enter this information into the lead. This information allows us to mark the lead as qualified. As the lead has been qualified, Dynamics 365 will automatically close the lead record and create a new opportunity record. You'll notice that the lead to opportunity business process flow has automatically advanced to the develop stage. Let's update a few details on the opportunity. Let's add the estimated revenue, which we know is around $50,000, and the estimated close date, which is within a few days. We can see that the process has automatically added Jane Anderson as a stakeholder. Under Sales Team, I'm going to add myself. And finally, we're going to add a competitor to the record. The lead to opportunity business process prompts us to enter this information. And when we've done it, then we can mark those steps as complete. We move to the propose stage, and we have also completed those steps. The process prompts us to take the final steps in order to close the opportunity. The process is now finished. We've won the opportunity, so we can close it as won. This concludes the demo of creating and managing an opportunity in Dynamics 365 Sales. In this learning objective, we looked at the sales forecasting capabilities of Dynamics 365 Sales. We explored Dynamics 365 Sales Insights and saw how it helps build relationships. We reviewed Dynamics 365 integration with LinkedIn Sales Navigator to enrich the information available. We looked at the Dynamics 365 Sales mobile app and also Microsoft Sales Copilot. In this session, we explored Dynamics 365 Sales in detail. We looked into the standard sales business processes and how Dynamics 365 Sales addresses them. We looked at Dynamics 365 Sales capabilities and reviewed additional apps such as Sales Insights and LinkedIn Sales Navigator. We also explored Microsoft Sales Copilot. Hi, my name is Jane Pitt, and I'm a Microsoft technical trainer. I've worked in technology for over 25 years, starting from desktop support and working my way through infrastructure engineering to architecting cloud solutions. I now work in Microsoft's Learning division, helping people learn about Microsoft products and solutions. Let's get started with this session, explore the fundamentals of Microsoft Dynamics 365 customer service. In this session, we're going to explore Dynamics 365 customer service and describe its capabilities and related apps. This learning objective introduces Dynamics 365 customer service and how organizations can use it to support their customers. Customers needing support can submit help requests in many ways. Historically, the most common way was through a phone call. Support agents would create cases as they received calls from customers. The image on the slide shows the basic concept of case lifecycle, from being raised manually or automatically to being processed by Dynamics 365 through creation and update rules, through to appearing as a record in Dynamics 365. Dynamics 365 customer service uses queues to route cases. A queue is a holding container for cases. Organizations typically create multiple queues based on how they want to route cases. For example, you might create a queue that represents each of the different departments that handles cases. Cases can be routed to queues in multiple ways. Agents can manually place cases into specific queues. However, organizations taking hundreds or thousands of cases a day may find that process to be too large of an undertaking. In most instances, cases are frequently routed to queues as part of an automated service management process. A routing rule set might contain the following rule items. Gold route. Route any case with a service level of gold to the gold queue. The silver route would route any case with a service level of silver to the silver queue, and a bronze route would route any case with a service level of bronze to the bronze queue. Effectively managing cases can involve several tasks, such as the following. Identifying past cases that are like the one you're working on. Identifying and tracking product-related information. Leveraging the knowledge base to solve the customer issue. Managing and tracking support activities related to the case, and moving the case through a case process workflow. The dashboards that you can see here are designed to make it easy for agents to locate and work with service-related data. The dashboards include visual filters that are used to easily pare down the data displayed through multiple interactive charts. Agents drill down using the charts to find the most appropriate cases for them to work on. Date filters are also available to limit results to specified date ranges. From here, an agent can easily filter down the active case list by priority, origin, status, and more using the visual filters. After they identify the case they want to work with, they can select and open it directly from the dashboard. The image on this slide shows how the whole process works, from the customer requesting support to the resolution being found and instructions sent to the customer. Other relevant information may feed into the process from different sources. Some key pieces of information agents can work with can include the timeline, which displays related case activities. Depending on an organization's service model, many organizations track the total time that agents spend on activities associated with the case to determine how much time to bill back to the customer. For example, if an agent placed 3 phone calls to a customer, with each of the phone calls lasting 15 minutes, they might bill back a total of 45 minutes to the customer. The Related section displays related information that might either be related to the case, such as a knowledge article, or related to the customer that the case is associated with, such as related support contracts or related cases. Each related item type has a corresponding icon displayed in the related panel that makes it easier to switch between related items. Entitlements define the the entitlement or support contract that the case should be associated with. And business process flows represent guided processes that are used to guide service agents to a complete case resolution. The case table might have multiple business processes available depending on specific details in the case, such as the case type, origin, or other business factors. Now let's take a look at service level agreements and entitlements. Organizations can measure success in two ways, either providing support agreements to customers or through response and resolution times. Dynamics 365 can help manage, track, and enforce these mechanisms through service level agreements and entitlements. Service level agreements track and define what should happen when a case is opened, such as initial response time by a support engineer or how long it took to resolve the case. Entitlements are agreements that define the level and type of support to which a customer is entitled. The image demonstrates what a typical service level agreement, or SLA, might look like for different types of customers based on their promised level of service. Dynamics 365 allows you to track KPIs like first response and resolution time for every case submitted. Now let's look at entitlements. Entitlements define specific support details that have been promised to a customer. Here we see a typical customer service support scenario where a customer has a support agreement with a service centre. We have a gold customer with a support contract, which is referred to as an entitlement. They are entitled to open 15 cases over a 1-year period. Cases can be opened from multiple channels. Here, the customer sent an email. After the email is received, a record creation rule examines the email and a case is automatically created. After the case is created, a routing rule routes it to the gold queue. A service level agreement adds a first response by KPI that indicates the customer should be contacted within 15 minutes. An agent from the gold queue picks up the case to work on. A pre-configured case resolution process is applied to the case. This will help guide the agent through the resolution process. Organizations can define different case resolution processes depending on their needs. During the researching stage, the agent searches for a knowledge article that contains a potential resolution. They email the article to the customer from the case record. After the customer confirms this resolves their issue, the case is resolved in Dynamics 365. After the case is resolved, the customer's entitlement record is updated to indicate that the customer is now entitled to 14 cases. Now let's focus on business process flows in Dynamics 365 customer service. These provide a guidance to people so they understand what to do next, and also illustrates visually where they are currently. Let's walk through the steps shown in this image. A customer named Nancy Anderson, who works for a company called AdventureWorks, calls a central dispatcher to report an issue that they are having. The dispatcher creates a phone call activity in Dynamics 365 for the issue. A customer support agent opens the phone call and converts it to a new case in Dynamics 365. Because the case started as a phone call, the phone-to-case business process flow, which consists of 3 stages, identify, research, and resolve, is triggered. Starting at the identify stage, the agent identifies the issue and the relevant information. They call back Nancy, who reported the issue, and identify information such as the customer, contact, and issue. A phone call activity is created that notes what was done and how long they were on the phone with Nancy. The case is advanced to the research stage. The agent researches and attempts to find a resolution. The agent spends time researching and working on Nancy's issue. They find a resolution to the problem using a knowledge article found in the knowledge base. The article is emailed to Nancy and linked to the case as the resolution. A task is created that describes what was done and how long it took. The case is then moved to the resolve stage as the agent closes the case. The total time for all activities rolled up to reflect how much time was spent on the issue was 1 hour in total. Now let's take a look at knowledge management in Dynamics 365 customer service. Knowledge management is the process of creating, managing, using and sharing the knowledge and information of an organization. The goal of any knowledge management solution is to make the best possible use of the information that the organization has and to make it as easy as possible to consume that information. The Knowledge Manager module in Microsoft Dynamics 365 lets organizations provide information to both their employees and customers by creating and managing knowledge articles that people might be looking for. Knowledge articles can address any number of issues that customers and employees encounter as they use an organization's products or services. The types of knowledge articles can include solutions to common issues, product or feature documentation, answers to frequently asked questions, and product briefs. By using the rich text editor that's provided, organizations can create knowledge articles, format the content, embed videos or images, and more. In this session, we reviewed the different options for creating and routing cases, the knowledge management capabilities, and the case management options. We looked at business process flows and reviewed knowledge management in Dynamics 365 customer service. Now that you're familiar with Dynamics 365 customer services case management capabilities, your next step is to look at some other Dynamics 365 products that can provide support capabilities to your customers. This would include examining features including Omnichannel for customer service workspace, and connected customer service. This learning objective introduces learners to Omnichannel for customer service, reporting and data visualization, and Dynamics 365 Customer Voice for Dynamics 365 Customer Service. In this learning objective, we'll look at Omnichannel for customer service, we'll describe historical analytics reports, and explore Dynamics 365 Customer Voice for Dynamics 365 Customer Service. Let's take a look at some of the additional Dynamics 365 customer service apps. There are several Dynamics 365 features and additional products that work with core functionality provided in Dynamics 365 customer service to expand its capabilities and provide more flexibility to organizations based on how they support and service their customers. Dynamics 365 Omnichannel for customer service adds multi-session and additional channel support to Dynamics 365 customer service. Agents can engage with multiple customers at one time across various channels such as chat, SMS, social, and Microsoft Teams. Dynamics 365 Customer Service Workspace combines the multi-session capabilities Omnichannel for customer service with the case management capabilities of Customer Service Hub. Dynamics 365 Customer Service Insights is a case analytics application that provides actionable insights into critical performance metrics, operational data, and emerging trends from your customer service system. Customer service scheduling is used by organizations that need to schedule and execute services for customers. Organizations can define the services and schedule them, ensuring that qualified resources are available to perform the service. Connected Customer Service is an IoT solution that works with IoT management applications to surface events related to the IoT devices defined in Dynamics 365. Once surfaced, the devices can be managed and interacted with directly from Dynamics 365 Customer Service. Now let's look in more detail at Omnichannel for customer service. Omnichannel for Customer Service is a robust application that extends the power of Dynamics 365 Customer Service to enable organizations to instantly connect and engage with their customers via channels like live chat, voice, and SMS. Omnichannel for Customer Service also provides a modern, customizable, high-productivity app that allows agents to engage with customers across different channels. The application offers contextual customer identification, real-time notification, integrated communication, and agent productivity tools like knowledge-based integration, search, and case creation to ensure agents are effective. Supervisors get real-time and historical visibility and insights into the operational efficiency of agents and the utilization across various channels. The enterprise-grade routing and work distribution engine allows customers to configure agent presence, availability, and routing rules, thus ensuring agents are working on the most relevant engagements. Dynamics 365 Customer Service Insights provides your organization with actionable insights into critical performance metrics, operational data, and emerging trends from your customer service system. It includes different built-in dashboards, interactive charts, and visual filters that provide insight into your support operations data across different channels. It helps you highlight improvement areas that can have the greatest impact on your organization, so you can quickly evaluate and respond to key performance indicators and customer satisfaction levels. Customer service insights include several key components, including workspaces, which display customer service data for a specific customer service data environment. A single customer service insights instance can contain multiple workspaces. Insights dashboards, which are filterable dashboards that group together both graphical and AI-driven charts into a single space based on different key performance indicators. Topics, which group related support cases together for easier analysis. Topics are used throughout the different insights dashboards available. Now let's look at Dynamics 365 Customer Voice and Dynamics 365 Customer Service. Dynamics 365 Customer Voice is an enterprise feedback management application you can use to easily keep track of the customer metrics that matter most to your business. With Dynamics 365 Customer Voice's integration with Dynamics 365 Customer Service, you can easily send surveys automatically to customers as soon as a case is resolved in customer service. For example, after an agent resolves a case for a customer, Dynamics 365 can automatically trigger a customer satisfaction survey. This helps to ensure that you're capturing the most accurate customer sentiment, as their experience with support is still fresh in their mind. Additionally, the response is captured and stored as an activity that is available on the case's timeline, as seen in the image on the slide. Now we're going to run through a demo of creating and managing cases in Dynamics 365 Customer Service. As our first step, we're going to create a new case. We populate the new case with the details of the issue and the customer who is affected. We're able to use the timeline feature to add an action to the case. In this instance, we're going to add a phone call. You can see at the top here the phone to case business process flow that we're going to work through. We've identified the customer, so we can move to the next stage. We can see from our timeline that the action is to return the customer's call. When we've completed that, we can mark the action as closed. Having made our phone call, we can proceed to the next stage. Now we're at the resolve stage. Once the case is resolved, we can finish the business process flow. As the case is resolved, we can mark it closed as resolved. This concludes the demo of creating and managing cases in Dynamics 365 Customer Service. In this learning objective, we've looked at omnichannel for customer service, we've described historical analytics reports, and we've explored Dynamics 365 Customer Voice with Dynamics 365 Customer Service. Hi, my name is Jane Pitt, and I am a Microsoft technical trainer. I've worked in technology for over 25 years, starting from desktop support and working my way through infrastructure engineering to architecting cloud solutions. I now work in Microsoft's Learning division, helping people learn about Microsoft products and solutions. Let's get started with the session, Learn the Fundamentals of Microsoft Dynamics 365 Field Service. In this session, we'll explore Dynamics 365 Field Service and describe the scheduling process. This learning objective introduces learners to Dynamics 365 Field Service, focusing on work orders, inspections, and the Field Service mobile app. Dynamics 365 Field Service provides organizations with the tools necessary to deliver on-site services to their customers and manage their mobile workforce. Field Service provides tools that assist with standard field service activities. These include creating work orders, scheduling and dispatching technicians, executing on work orders, managing and servicing assets, and managing inventory and billing. Dynamics 365 Field Service helps equip technicians with what they need to increase first-time fix rates. This learning objective introduces Dynamics 365 Field Service and how organizations can use it to support field service scenarios. Additionally, it explains how this functionality helps businesses make better decisions quickly by bringing together a complete end-to-end solution. The Dynamics 365 Field Service business application helps organizations deliver on-site service to customer locations. The application combines workflow automation, scheduling algorithms, and mobility to set up mobile workers for success when they're on-site with customers fixing issues. First, let's get familiar with the term field service and what it means. The term field service means any service that is performed in the field rather than at a company facility. Examples of organizations that use the application to manage their field service scenarios are as follows. Manufacturing. A medical device manufacturer sells machines to hospitals and clinics and uses the application to manage maintenance services over the lifetime of the machines. Utilities companies. A fibre optic cable utility company uses the application to respond to outages by dispatching technicians to problem areas. Healthcare. An in-home healthcare service provider uses the application to schedule and dispatch healthcare workers to administer medicine and other care to multiple patients. Equipment maintenance. A facilities manager uses the application to deliver maintenance and repair services for heating and cooling equipment. Let's look at some of the key terminology associated with field service. Field technicians. This refers to the individuals who are doing work or executing services for customers in the field. A work order specifies the work that needs to be done by a field technician. A work order includes customer details, service location, appointment time, and the customer asset being serviced. A customer asset refers to a piece of equipment that's owned and located at a customer location. Assets include pieces of equipment, appliances, and so on. A dispatcher or scheduler is a critical role that oversees field technicians and is responsible for scheduling and dispatching them to execute work orders. First-time fix rate, the resolution of a customer's issue on the first service visit. Organisations strive for high first-time fix rates because it means reduced revisits. In turn, this results in reduced costs, higher profitability, higher customer satisfaction, and productivity. The estimated time of arrival, or ETA, is the estimated time that a field technician is expected to arrive at a service location or customer site to begin work. A truck roll is a situation that requires a technician to be dispatched, potentially in a truck, to a customer for service. And windshield time is the amount of time a technician spends in a vehicle while completing activities related to service customers. Increased windshield time impacts utilisation. Organisations strive to minimise this as much as possible. Now let's take a closer look at work orders. In Dynamics 365 Field Service, a work order refers to a task or a job needing to be scheduled or assigned to someone. Work orders generally include information such as who is the work order for, the type of work that needs to be performed, timeframes, products and services to be delivered, and tasks that need to be done. For example, Contoso Coffee might create a work order for a customer whose espresso machine is not circulating water and needs to be repaired. That's not the only scenario where a work order might be created. Work orders can be created for any number of scenarios. For example, an internal request for a new piece of equipment to be installed, a follow-up inspection or an audit, dispatching a technician based on an alert generated by an IoT device, a case that cannot be resolved remotely and requires a technician to be dispatched. How and when organisations create work orders depends on multiple factors, such as their service model, procedures, and technology being used. Dynamics 365 Field Service supports the creation of work orders in many ways. Some ways that an organisation can create a work order include, as part of a defined service selling process, a work order could be manually created after an order has been placed or automatically created from a sales opportunity in Dynamics 365. It could be an escalation for a case that could not be resolved remotely. Case records created in Dynamics 365 can be automatically converted to work orders. A work order can be created by a customer manually requesting or scheduling service from a portal, or automatically based on a service agreement or schedule. It could be automatically created from an event raised by an IoT device. Let's step through the life cycle of a work order. Each organisation is slightly different, but all work order processes will be similar to the image shown. Let's talk through the different stages. At work order creation, a work order is created, normally from a case or an opportunity. At the schedule stage, the work order is then scheduled. At dispatch, the work order is dispatched. At the service stage, the work order is performed and the details are updated. At the review/approval stage, the work order is reviewed and approved by a supervisor. At invoice and inventory adjustment, inventory adjustments are made and an invoice is generated for the corresponding account. Now we're going to go through a demo of creating a work order. It begins with a customer service rep who is entering a case record in Dynamics 365. When you first launch Dynamics 365 Field Service, you're taken straight to the Field Service Welcome screen. In the navigation bar on the left side, we click on Cases. We create a new case by selecting the New Case button. We enter some details into the case, such as the title, the service account, and the customer. We select an origin for the case, which in this case is phone. We need to associate the case with a field service incident type. This enables us to convert the case to a work order later. Here we select an incident type, which in this case is unit overheating. Now we've created a case record that can be converted to a work order. We'll come back to this later. For the time being, we're going to manually create a work order. In the navigation pane on the left, we select Work Orders. We create a new work order. Each work order needs to be associated with a service account. And each work order should also have a price list attached to ensure each item cost is calculated correctly. Incident types act as templates for predefining items. In this particular case, we will choose Line Connection Lost. On the Settings tab, we choose the Service Territory field. Some customers like to specify the windows that they would like the work completed in. In this case, the customer specified they would like someone to arrive between 9 and 11 today. The next step would be to schedule the work order, although we're not going to do that today. Another way to create a work order is by converting a case. Let's go back to the case we created earlier and convert that to a work order. Let's locate the case we created. On the command bar, select the Convert to Work Order button. After the work order creation has completed, you can click the OK button to view the work order details. Since the case was already associated with a field service incident type, many items on the work order were automatically added. Notice that 2 services were automatically added. There's also a service task for the tech to inspect the unit, and that will take an hour. That concludes the demo on creating work orders in Dynamics 365 Field Service. Now let's look at inspections in Dynamics 365 Field Service. Service tasks can be added to a work order to act as a to-do list to provide guidance to the agent. For example, if a technician is performing an annual machine inspection and cleaning, they might have a task on the work order called Perform Machine Inspection that has a duration of 30 minutes. For them to be able to complete the machine inspection, there may be questions that need to be answered or additional information needed. Once they have completed all of the items defined, they can mark the machine inspection task as complete. In Dynamics 365 Field Service, inspections are digital forms that a technician can use to quickly and easily answer questions as part of a work order. Compared to work order incident types and service tasks, inspections have additional benefits. They're easier to create. Administrators can quickly create an inspection with a drag-and-drop interface without needing to create new entities and fields. They're easier to fill out. Technicians can quickly enter responses for each inspection question and save all of them at once, rather than having to open and close multiple work order service task records. They're more flexible and robust. Field service inspections have many question formats and validation options, such as multi-option selection, mandatory fields, images, attachments, and more. Questions can include safety protocols, pass and fail tests for a customer asset, an interview with the customer, or other audits and assessments performed before, during, or after a work order, such as the safety inspection that we referenced earlier. Inspections in field service also provide offline support. Technicians can view and fill out inspections on their mobile phones or tablets without internet access. Answers are synced when connectivity is restored. Customer assets. Inspection can be associated with assets, allowing users to see a history of all inspections for a particular piece of equipment. Version management. Administrators can continuously update and publish inspections to accommodate changing processes and evolving business needs. Now let's look at the Dynamics 365 Field Service mobile app. The Dynamics 365 Field Service mobile app is built on the Power Platform and provides field agents with the tools they need to service customers. Whilst working in the field, agents can access important information such as work orders assigned to them, lists of customer assets, accounts, and contacts. The mobile app also gives agents a daily schedule view. This makes it convenient for them to view and manage their schedule. To group bookings and their attached work orders together, agents only need to open one item. They can then view and enter data for the booking and the work order at the same time. In addition to providing details about specific jobs, agents can view customer location information. Agents can trigger turn-by-turn driving directions from a GPS app on their phone. Supported apps include Bing Maps, Apple Maps, Waze, and Google Maps. Because agents won't always have internet connectivity, the Dynamics 365 Field Service mobile app is accessible while they're working online or offline. As an organisation, you can determine which users have access to offline mode and define the data that's available to them whilst working offline. In this learning objective, we examined the typical life cycle of a work order. We reviewed the information on work orders and how they're created. We explored how inspections can be used when executing a work order, and finally, we examined the Field Service mobile app. Now that you're familiar with the basic features and functionality available, your next step would be to examine the core capabilities of Dynamics 365 Field Service in more detail, such as better understanding the work order management, scheduling, inventory management, and asset management capabilities available. This learning objective introduces learners to the scheduling capabilities of Dynamics 365 Field Service. It also discusses asset management and connected field service. This learning objective introduces the scheduling capabilities available in Dynamics 365 Field Service and how organisations can use it to manage their mobile workforce. Additionally, it explains how asset management works in Dynamics 365 Field Service and how it can be used with the connected field service solution. Now let's look in more detail at the scheduling capabilities of Dynamics 365 Field Service. Organizations that manage mobile workforces or deliver services to customers can encounter a wide range of scheduling scenarios and challenges. Not only do you need to identify who is available to work on an item, but you need to ensure the person being scheduled is qualified to perform the tasks needed. As a dispatcher, it's imperative that you're equipped with all the information that can dictate, influence, or impact scheduling decisions. This helps avoid bad experiences, unhappy customers, and ultimately lost revenue. It's important that your scheduling solution provides you with the tools necessary to support your specific scheduling needs. Regardless of your business's approach and scheduling model being used, your scheduling solution should be able to identify and provide answers to the following questions. Is the item ready to be scheduled? Just because a work order was created doesn't always mean that it's ready to be scheduled. Many times, you need to wait for things like parts to arrive before you schedule the item. What types of resources do I need to schedule? Does the item require people or a specific piece of equipment? Does it require multiple resources? Who is qualified to work on this item? What skills, certifications, roles, etc. are needed to work on the item? When does it need to be done? Are there specific service windows or time periods that we need to work with? Customer constraints. Is there anything at a customer level that could influence my decision as to which resource to schedule? For example, are there resources the customers would prefer or not prefer to work with? Geography. Where is the work taking place and what qualified resources do I have in that area that meet those requirements? Cancellations. How do we deal with cancellations or requests to reschedule? The list doesn't represent a complete list of things that need to be considered. It does, however, give you an idea of what is important when providing a scheduling solution. Dynamics 365 Field Service provides multiple ways to assist dispatchers in managing the daily schedules of their workforce. Options range from manually managing and scheduling items to fully automated scheduling solutions, where dispatchers mainly focus on handling schedule anomalies or special situations. There are various types of resources that an organization may need to define, including account, contact, user, equipment, or crew. When it comes to scheduling resources, there are some options, including resource roles and resource skills. Resource roles specifies one or more role in an organization that can be associated with different resources. Roles can be added to specific resources and schedulable items, like a work order, to ensure that only resources with that role are suggested as people to work on an item. Resource skills highlight a specific skill or certification that can be associated with different resources. Resource skills can also be used to support particular scenarios where resources may need to possess specific access to something, like a building, or need a defined level of security clearance. Dispatchers typically need a lot of information at their disposal. Depending on their organization's size, a dispatcher can be scheduling anywhere from 20 to hundreds of potential resources daily. To ensure everyone is where they need to be and that customers are getting the service required, dispatchers need to understand things like what is currently scheduled, what needs to be scheduled, who's available, and what does traffic look like. The schedule board assists dispatchers to better understand this information. They can see in real time what is scheduled, including the resources assigned, times and status. In addition, they can see what needs to be scheduled, as well as the availability of resources, such as people, facilities, and equipment. There are multiple ways that items can be scheduled on the schedule board. Those ways are manually dragging and moving items around on the schedule board. They can use Find Availability to initiate the schedule assistant. It can be done directly from the map view or by manually blocking off time on the calendar. Now let's talk about customer assets and where you might find them in Dynamics 365 Field Service. Customers are going to have equipment that, as an organisation, you might be responsible for inspecting, maintaining and repairing. This could be a piece of assembly line equipment that a manufacturing company uses to create products and goods that they sell, or it could be a smart device which is IoT enabled. Dynamics 365 Field Service empowers organisations to be able to maintain a catalogue of the different assets for all the customers that they service. By maintaining this catalogue, you can easily see what maintenance and repairs have been done on the equipment, along with being able to quickly open new work orders relating to them. By using the asset management capabilities of Dynamics 365 Field Service, you can easily see all the assets associated with a specific customer. You can quickly identify where the asset is located. You can open work orders and track against a customer asset. You can identify any sub-assets that are associated with a primary asset. You can remotely monitor and interact with IoT-enabled assets when combined with Connected Field Service. Let's talk a bit more about Connected Field Service. Smart devices, or Internet of Things, or IoT-enabled devices, have become a much larger part of our daily lives. They let you control almost anything from light switches to televisions to automobiles with just a click of a button or with our voice. As more and more smart devices come online, organisations are being presented with new opportunities for providing support to customers. For example, sensors on manufacturing equipment might monitor the temperature of the machine. If the temperature starts to rise above a specific point, an alert could be triggered to notify someone of the situation. Connected Field Service enables organisations to transform the way they provide service from a costly break-fix model to a proactive and predictive service model through the combination of IoT diagnostics, scheduling, asset maintenance, and inventory on the same platform. With the Dynamics 365 Connected Field Service solution, organisations can remotely monitor, manage and maintain IoT devices directly from Dynamics 365 Field Service. Some of the key benefits of Connected Field Service are that you can reduce downtime by connecting to IoT devices to diagnose problems before customers are aware of an issue. You can address issues faster by remotely monitoring devices and keeping customers in the loop. Device data and service maintenance data help to make intelligent decisions around dispatching technicians with the right expertise, availability and proximity to the job. In this learning objective, we examined the scheduling capabilities available in Dynamics 365 Field Service. We looked at how to schedule qualified resources and the different options for scheduling resources. We explored the asset management capability of Dynamics 365 Field Service. And finally, we looked at Connected Field Service. In this session, we explored Dynamics 365 Field Service and how it addresses the standard field service business processes. We learned how to generate work orders and describe the scheduling capabilities. We examined inventory management. And finally, we reviewed the asset management capabilities of Dynamics 365 Field Service.